Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful afternoon here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Myself and Maddie are out on a search for leopard this afternoon. I mean, obviously we're always looking for everything, but we haven't had a leopard in quite some time, so I'm searching my favorite areas, hoping to find some fresh tracks of leopard. But very excited to have you all here with us this afternoon. The temperature's dropped quite a bit, which I'm very grateful for. And as we know, when the temperature's lower, the cats do start getting active a little bit earlier than they would on a very hot afternoon. So I'm really hoping we'll be lucky with some of the big cats, maybe even some of the smaller cats here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. First things first, my favourite waterhole, which is a little ways up ahead. Lowveld Dam. Just going to go have a look around there, see if there's any fresh signs of anybody. Always produces something, this waterhole, even if it's the incredible bird life, the monkeys, even if it is just tracks. And it's, even if it's none of that, it's just so beautiful to just sit there for a couple of minutes. Most incredible view across that waterhole up towards the Drakensberg Mountains, although I think the mountains might be a little bit hidden today. There's quite a bit of cloud cover around and still a little bit of haze from the surrounding fires. Right, let's see who has joined us this afternoon. Becky, Mary, Carol, Elsa, Tropa. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, Jennifer. Welcome, Willow. Welcome, Karen, the Leopard Queen. Very nice to have you all with us. You'll have to tell us why you are the Leopard Queen. I'm very intrigued. I obviously am crazy about leopards. I'd love to know your little story. And fingers crossed, Leopard Queen. Fingers crossed there'll be a leopard this evening. Had an amazing safari yesterday afternoon for those who were with us. Beautiful big male lion, one of the ginger mane males. The pride all fat and happy and stinky. We must have driven through some of their scat yesterday afternoon because it was quite a horrid stench while we were sitting with the lionesses. Not that any of you back home would have picked up on that smell, but the lions were certainly beautiful. And then also a lovely moment with the elephant bulls, the two of them still trailing the herd, by the way. But we believe they might be on Leadwood at the moment, so quite far north of here. And we also know that we are going to have some load shedding again today around 5 p.m. my time, which does interfere just a little bit with our signal. So we might have to avoid Leadwood just for this afternoon, or at least the latter half of the afternoon. The elephants, we believe, were last seen on Leadwood as well. Quite close to my dad's house, in fact. My dad and Kevin's house in that riverbed just below their house. Must be wonderful for those homeowners who were at home to literally sit on their front porch and watch elephants just stroll by. It's amazing. I've just come from the fence line, by the way, everybody. Just quickly checked the southern fence to see if there were any tracks of the two cheetah males who love that stretch. No signs of them. I almost leapt out of the car because I thought I'd spotted a brown hyena on the other side of the fence. Same area where Brent always finds the brown hyena. It was sadly not the brown hyena, however. It was a very old warthog. Amazing. Don't often find warthogs reaching that age. I mean, he was completely emaciated. He's lost all of his muscle, just skin and bone, but still moving along quite happily, grazing on grass. The most incredible tusks, which are a telltale sign of his age. Massive tusks. But alas, not my brown hyena. Not yet. Oh, I see some ears up ahead. Whose ears might they be? Looks like an Inyala. Let's see if we can creep a little bit closer. Oh, no. She's decided she doesn't like the jackal. The jackal being my little safari vehicle, by the way, for those of you who don't know. But we are very close to the aforementioned waterhole. Oh, of course, it's Karen. And she is definitely the Leopard Queen. She's crazy about them. And I enjoyed meeting you very much, Karen. Sorry, I didn't recognize the corp at the end of your title. I hope you enjoyed your safari, by the way. I hope you saw lots of leopards. Some old elephant tracks here. It's amazing. My anticipation always goes through the roof every time I come to this waterhole. I don't know, a lot of you have been with me when I've come down here, and I always slow right down just in case there's a sneaky little leopard lying in the riverbed here, or perhaps a black rhino. Perfect habitat for both of those species, and of course the water's right here. Oh, there we go, our first customer at the waterhole. We spotted these the last time we were here. Beautiful white-faced whistling ducks. There's also an Egyptian goose couple. Beautiful. Now we're currently zoomed in on the white-faced whistling ducks, but you might be hearing the slightly nervous calls of the Egyptian geese, which are a bit further over to the left, but yep, they've taken to the water. Not happy to see the jackal either. I've just picked up my trusty Swarovski binoculars, and trust me, for those of you who are ever wanting to buy a decent set of binoculars, these are the ones. And just having a look at these white-faced whistling ducks, their markings are unreal. The outer wing feathers, the copper colour at the base of the neck, the black feathers behind the head, and then that beautiful white face. Wonderful to have these white-faced whistling ducks back in the area, and very excited to see what other waterbird species we'll get. We're in spring now and of course approaching our summer, so a lot of our inter-African and European migrants will come back. It's one of my favourite things, is when these migrating birds return. Always excited to see who comes back and might potentially see a new species. Ah, there we go. Simon, one of the homeowners, has just located the elephants, and as I mentioned before, they are currently literally right around the homes on Leadwood. So we probably won't get to them this afternoon, but very lucky for the homeowners. That's okay, we'll get them another day.
From the owl's nest and event.
Tropa, I'm reading your message loud and clear. Matty, we apparently need to clean critter camp. Apparently it's been very dirty. And the Tropa is struggling to see the critters. We'll do it as soon as we get home. In fact, I'm sure someone at FC is hearing me and they're probably heading there right now to go and clean it. No pressure, crew. Ah, you can see the mountains. Hazy, but they're there. Big bank of cloud that's coming over the Drakensberg at the moment, and a bit of a cold front with it, hence the reason the temperature's dropped so much. Very pretty indeed. Alright everybody, I think we are going to head off. I'm now basically just going to work the road network that runs through the middle of this young female leopard's territory. The one we have the most success with. The one that's resident close to our camp. Go past a number of the other smaller water holes and just see if there are any signs of them, or her rather. Also asked the question, are there crocs and snakes in the waterhole? I'm not entirely sure if there are any crocodiles in that waterhole at the moment. Also, I haven't seen them there for a very long time. There are crocodiles on the reserve, however. So crocodiles move to and from different water sources, depending on pressure from other crocodiles and prey. And obviously, if a waterhole's drying up, they'll need to move as well. But no, haven't seen any in Leopard Dam for some time. I know they did release some there, but the ones that were released there have escaped. They went under the fence and into the Blader River, a big perennial river that flows less than half a mile outside of the Rietspruit Game Reserve. And then with regards to snakes, not so much in the water. Only really one snake that will from time to time go through the water here, that we'll find here, and that's the African rock python. You never know, maybe one is in there at the moment. They'll sometimes ambush prey from underwater. But I have been seeing a lot of snake tracks in literally the last week. And that's obviously because the temperatures are now starting to rise. These snakes remain relatively dormant during the colder winter months. Not that we have very cold weather here, but they are dormant. So they don't go into hibernation. They're just quite substantially less active during the cooler months out here. But in the last week, I've started to see a lot more snake tracks crossing the road, so they're definitely now more active. So it would be really cool if we could find some of these snakes. Not that I'd ever pick one up, by the way. I'm not a snake catcher. But I love them, appreciate them, and love photographing them and spending time with them. Particularly the puff adder and that African rock python. My two favorites.
Poole, Melissa here. We've got the eddies and the riverbed in front of the bank. 40 years of live southeast from I'll be at Lowveld of South Africa. A couple of nations out of the a couple of fires. Sorry, last station, can you just confirm where that audio They're on Rocky Road somewhere.
Just before Matt and I left FC, Andrew threw out that we still haven't found a black rhino on a live safari yet. So that's always playing in the back of my mind as well. The same area we're in again here is where we always pick up signs of all of the black rhino actually. They love the southern section of the Rietspruit Reserve. Maybe today's the day. Speak of the devil. That black rhino was here today, the bull. I don't know if you all can see the flies buzzing around this little midden here. Just try to see which way he went. You know, he went in here. So certainly from today, but there are a couple of squirrel and dove tracks on top of his tracks, so they're a little bit old. He's walking along a prominent game path here. There's some Dacre and Impala tracks on top of his tracks as well. So all of these signs tell me that very likely this dung and his tracks are from this morning. But his general direction is toward the next little waterhole where I know he goes to drink. And we'll just keep trying to find more signs of him. You never know. You might get lucky with that rare glimpse of a black rhino. I'd love to phone Brent and tell him that Matt and I found the black rhino on a live safari. It'd certainly make my month. And it'd be amazing to obviously share that moment with all of you.
Thanks, Amal. We on our way there now. We're just coming along the riverbed. Yeah, we'll be joining you for the first group.
That's another benefit of driving in this particular safari vehicle. This vehicle is incredibly quiet, which gives us a better chance of getting close to this black rhino. They're very nervous of vehicles, so that's why we haven't seen one. You know, they pick up on the sound of the vehicle and they're gone. So he didn't walk down the road here. That game path must have crossed this drainage line further back, and that's where he would have crossed. But we'll just see on the next ridge here whether he then turned towards the waterhole I'm talking about. Female leopard tracks, but probably from yesterday. I've never seen a leopard walk up this particular drainage line. The fact that it's a female, and because of where we are, I would assume, judging also by the size of her track, that it's the young female we're after. Now, if you follow this tiny little dry riverbed, it'll take you all the way back to the waterhole where we've just come from. So she might have gone for a drink there last night, would be my guess, judging by how old the tracks are. But it's always good, even if the tracks are old. It's always a positive sign that you're in the right area. You never know, we might get lucky and hear her calling or hear some alarm calls, because we are relatively close by to her. Ten different leopards, Karen, that's insane. 10 different leopards, that's amazing. You're very lucky. There are very few people who come out here and see that many leopards in one safari.
Okay,
This is where I was sort of expecting to see tracks of that black rhino again. But he hasn't come out here, which means he's still off to our left, or at least where he moved was off to our left. We check the water hole regardless. Female leopard tracks come back this way as well. The plot thickens. I just love every now and then doing one of these very slow drives. Just take it very slowly so that you don't miss anything, also so that you don't spook anything, particularly animals that aren't yet habituated to these safari vehicles. That leopard is still moving along the road here towards this waterhole. Those tracks certainly look fresher than the set that went up the little creek. Just spotted a little common duiker here next to the waterhole. In fact, there's two of them. Quite shy, the common duiker. Hope I didn't disturb their drink. Hoping they've already had their drink. But we won't stick around here too long. I just want to see if there are any tracks of this leopard or that black rhino coming to drink here. Some impala running away there. Apologies for the sniffles, everybody. I've got a cold. Did just hear one impala alarm call behind Maddie there as well. So my brain is busy working overtime now, busy processing all the signs that I've had. The leopard in particular is what I'm processing. So she walked up this dry creek, which is still just below us here, by the way. She walked up that dry creek. We found where she crossed the road, and a fresh set of tracks coming back here, presumably to the waterhole. So I'm just thinking, has she maybe got a killer area and she's just moving to and from water? They'll do that when water's close by to their carcass so that they can digest their meat, their meal a little bit quicker. Quite tough to see her tracks here because a massive troop of baboons drank here earlier today. Certainly don't see the black rhino's tracks either. Just quickly check the road a bit further up ahead. That leopard must have drank at this waterhole and then either moved down into the drainage line or pushed on. Because the last set of tracks we have is just back here on the road, and now nothing here. She didn't continue walking along the road. Going to circle the block, see if there are any further tracks. Yes, indeed, Karen. I will certainly still endeavour to show you bucket, but I don't think that's going to happen tonight. Pride is just a bit out of reach for us this evening, but please do join us again, and I will make it my mission. And just quickly, just a shout out to all of those who have joined us on our afternoon safari. For the ones that aren't on the private YouTube link, you'll notice that I'm obviously communicating with those who are on the link and those who can communicate with me whilst we conduct this awesome safari. If you would like to join in on the conversation, you would like to ask myself or any of the other Painted Dog guides questions throughout the safari and communicate with us, please just follow the information that's actually attached to the YouTube video that you're watching. In the description it'll tell you how you can join, and you could even become a pack member. And for any of those folks in South Africa that are watching us, if you would like to join in and like to communicate with me on these live safaris, just send us an email. info@painteddog.tv, and we'll make sure that you are chatting with me on the next live safari. I see that Shannon has put up that she would like to see a scaly anteater. You and me both. Jeez, it's been a long time since I saw one here. But they are here. And speaking of which, this type of weather again, perfect for them. So pangolins are predominantly active at night, searching for ant nests. And a lot of that's got to do with obviously being hidden under the cover of darkness, but it's also got to do with temperature. And I have found many pangolins on overcast or in overcast weather, overcast conditions. They're here. Maddie and I just need to spot one. Ah, now that's something I haven't seen since last summer. Tortoise tracks. Let's see if Maddie can get them with a camera. I'm sure he will. You just see them there to the right of our tyre tracks now. You can see they're clearly two sets of tracks spaced about 3 inches apart. Not entirely sure which species, but the ones that we predominantly see here are the leopard tortoise and Bell's hinged tortoise. It's quite a small tortoise, so either a young leopard tortoise or potentially an adult Bell's hinged tortoise. That's very cool. First set of tortoise tracks for this season. What I'd like to do now, everybody, is just quickly go down to that drainage line, that little dry creek where the leopard's tracks came from, but also where we heard that impala just sound the alarm. It was only one impala and it was only one snort, but you never know. Could be her. There's no tracks of her emerging on this side of the world, on this side of the block. So she's down here somewhere, close to this dry creek. No further signs of that black Rhino bull either. So he didn't come to drink here at all. Maybe pushed on to one of the other water holes on the reserve. Hello, Michael. Nice to have you with us. You're searching for a leopard, Michael. Standard operating procedure with me, of course. Right, now hopefully there won't be any gremlins down here in this little drainage line. I believe there are some gremlins down here, everyone. What's the signal? Hello, Betty. It's nice to have you with us. Right, let's see how it goes down here. I don't need to cross little riverbed, but I want if I can find any track of the slippered. Put your head, Maddie. Definitely track over here, but these are the same older tracks going the opposite way. Still going to push on though, just to the point where I heard this Impala alarm call. Imagine she was sitting up of a bank. Yes, that would be amazing. It's going to happen one day. Right, so we are now exactly where that Impala was earlier, that alarm called. And I just wanted to check these vehicle tracks to see if there were any fresh predator tracks on top of them. Aha. can hear a rhino. Very distinctive huff call of rhino that are interacting with each other. Running down to the riverbed here. There's one just incredible. Looks like there's 3 white rhino right here. Leopard straight with those. Here comes the bull. What was that? How's signal here, Brian? Sure. Shame this young rhino's being pushed around. This young rhino's just being pushed around by a bull, by the looks of things here. I suspect it's the same group of rhino that we found before, where the calf was getting in the way of that bull that was trying to mate with this cow. Shame. Very worked up little rhino. You can hear it huffing and puffing. That's what I heard before that alerted me to them being here. Incredible. Oh, sorry, buddy. Don't come down this game path. You're going to run right into us. It does look like it's a young bull, a young male rhino, I think. Clearly quite upset with the presence of the bigger bull, which you can just barely see through the trees here, everybody. This calf, well, not calf, sub-adult rhino just doesn't know which way to go here. You can see it turning constantly. It's very indecisive. No, it's a female. That sub-adult is a female. Wow, listen to that sound. Now, just as we pulled up here, everybody, and stopped for the rhino, something gapped it across this game path, just up ahead here, which looked distinctively like a young female leopard, and bolted to the right. Normally I would have moved on to try and catch up with whatever it was. Of course these rhino are here, and I don't want to upset this sub-adult cow any more than she is already. Is that a little baby there? Yes. The tiny calf's there. Oh my God, everybody. That rhino cow's got a little calf there. That could be No Hope and the baby. I think it is. Look how tiny that calf is. I don't know how much you can see of it. Just hidden behind the trees at the moment. Oh wow. What a treat. Shame the mom and this little calf are a little bit worked up as well with all the interaction that's going on here. So there's 4 white rhino here. This mother and her little baby calf, the big dominant bull, and a sub-adult cow. Now the bull's probably trying to court that sub-adult cow that we saw running around in front of us here. But this mother will be very nervous with her little baby calf with the presence of this bull. As we've seen recently, these bulls get quite confused and quite pushy when they're trying to mate. Now, if you were to sit on top of, or get on top of that tiny little calf, that would be a big problem. It's not normal for them to do that, but of course the mother is still very nervous when the bulls do find them, when they're still with these little calves. Looks like they're going to drop down into the river a little bit further along, everyone. So I'm just going to push back into the river here. Just continue down the river a little bit and see if we can get a better view of that little baby. The bull's still sitting just up here on the ridge. He hasn't moved. He's obviously still assessing everything. He's picking up on a different here. I figure out which one is which. I never know that sub-adult cow dancing around in front of us. Might actually hurt, might even be stress. Now, going back into the river, there may be some gremlins here, everybody, but what I'll try to do is just come out of the river again, a little bit closer to that calf if we can. But if we do lose signal, we'll just come back to this point. Just up here on the right, the mother and the calf. The bull's coming down toward them. Just going to creep a little bit more forward here because it opens up and we might get better signal. Might also get a better view of these two here, the mom and the little one. Tiny. Okay. Incredible. Hello everybody. Apologies for the massive gremlin there, or gremlins. We tried to follow those rhino. All four of them are still moving along the edge of this little riverbed. But yeah, the further we got down this dry creek, the worse the signal got. So we've sadly had to love and leave those amazing beasts, but I'm really happy that we got to at least see some of them and some of that amazing interaction that was busy playing out there. Now, I've come back to the point where I thought I saw a glimpse of a leopard, and I just wanted to come up onto this ridge and have a quick look and see who's here.
I've located a single line just off Rhino Road, and halfway along.
Oh, here's another rhino. Or is it that same sub-adult cow? No, this is different. Wow, here's another 2 white rhino, everybody. They are gapping it away from us, unfortunately. Just going to go back and see if we can get another angle. Now this is a mother with her calf, a much larger calf. Get them through there, Matt. Incredible. So that's 6 rhino, all in the same area. They're moving on. Not surprising that we're seeing another set of rhino in the same area. There's good grazing up here, but they're probably all eventually going to end up at that tiny little water hole where I got off the vehicle when I was looking for tracks of the leopard. We know that these rhino drink there often. Just hear them crashing through the bush here. There you go, I can see them a little bit here. Also just trying to work us out at the moment, these 2 white rhino. Mary, I would agree with you. I think this is a youngster that got mounted. It's about the right sort of age. That other sub-adult cow is probably already about 4 years old, at least. And to answer your question, Michael asked the question, when will a female first come into estrus? It's usually between the ages of 3 and 4. So I reckon that big bull is here because he's trying to court that sub-adult cow. Wow, incredible. Oh, what a treat to see so many rhino. Sorry everybody, I'm also just quickly catching up on all of your comments here. Whilst I didn't have signal, I lost track. Too sure how far we're going to get here though. Looks pretty dense. I'm just going to stop here quick and have a quick look at this game path up ahead here, everybody, for tracks. See if there are tracks of a leopard here. Because if not, what I think we might do is actually go back to the water hole and just go sit there for a bit. You never know, we might get these rhino coming out there soon. I don't know what it was that I saw running across in this direction. It might have been a leopard, but I don't have any tracks to go on here, guys, and we are at the end of the road. I had a look further up ahead there and there's just no way of getting through. So I'm just going to quickly pop back to the waterhole and just see if these rhino aren't heading that way for a drink. If not, I'll come back again, because there's a road that runs parallel to us here, parallel to the riverbed we've been in, and maybe this leopard might turn up there. There's definitely tracks of that leopard coming out of the river here, straight up towards where we found these rhinos. Just thinking now how grateful I am though that we did find these leopard tracks and we did hear that impala alarm call. We would never have found these rhino if we hadn't. Right, just passing the water hole here again. They haven't come up here yet. There's there we go, they have come up. Here we go. One of them on the road here. It looks like the mother and the little baby calf. Yes, indeed. Oh, amazing. Yes, please. Oh, that's so cool. I've joined Poole again with these rhino now, just north of Kudukrip. Oh my God, look at this little thing, everybody. It is just the sweetest thing on earth. So delicate, so vulnerable. Oh my word. And here comes Big Bull at the back. Look at the size of his head. This is incredible. Okay, they want to come and drink here, guys, so I'm going to back it up and get into position to watch them drink here. This is going to be incredible. Right. Now we wait. They are coming. You are right, Carol. She's going to be most upset that she's missed this amazing moment. I don't even know if this little calf's going to be able to. Very good question, Michael. And to answer your question, I have no idea. I don't know the markings yet on those two new heifers, those two new cows. Oh my word, here they come. I'm not going to talk like everybody when they go water here because I might disturb them. Scratching on the edge of the dam. Oh God, it's too cute. Look at those little feet. Just scratch up against Mom. Oh my word.
Leaving it open
Oh dear, here comes the bull. You'll probably find that mom and calf are going to move away now from the water. I think this calf is a female, everybody. The calf is busy checking the bull out, saying, "Hey, I'll take you on." Loving scratching up against mom. Yeah, the mother warning the bull off. He just took 2 steps closer toward them. I can hear another rhino communicating behind us. I assume it's that sub-adult cow. I love how these little baby rhinos almost dance. Get so excited. Of course, mom needs to drink quite a lot, but the little calf doesn't. It's getting so much from its mother's milk. She can hear me, eh? It's amazing, since she gave that warning to the bull, he hasn't taken one step closer. Oh, Matt, behind you. That sub-adult cow is busy coming in from behind us. little calf is also trying to suckle at the moment. They just spooked because the bull started to move towards the sub-adult cow. Nursing again. I see that Betty has asked the question as to how old we think the little baby is. It's about 4 months old now. Still very, very little. And then Andrea's asking, how big is the white rhino population in this area? It's close to 20 individuals on the Rietspruit Reserve. That sub-adult cow is still trying to come in again from behind us, but she's nervous of this bull. Jan, this is absolutely phenomenal, and it is incredible when you're sitting this close to these prehistoric beasts. That's amazing, especially with this tiny little baby. Of course, all of this is all still very new to this little calf. combination of being inquisitive and nervous all at the same time. Looks like Mom might be done. I think she's finished with her drink for the day. Amazing that she's walking so close to the bull. Wow, look at that. Calf's going straight to the bull. Look at that. Look how the bull backs up. He knows that if he messes with that calf, that mother will run straight into his flank. Unbelievable. Wow. It's like a David and Goliath moment right there. Unbelievable. Yeah, Michael, we reckon she must be somewhere around there. Somewhere between 10 to 15 years old. And she'll keep reproducing all the way up to the age of about 40. Which is quite amazing. You can imagine how many calves they can have. There they go. And here comes the bull. Now the bull's coming to drink. This just keeps getting better and better. It's like he waited his turn at the bar. Ever so patient. Wise call there, buddy. Now he, of course, will just have his drink and then probably go straight back to trying to court this sub-adult cow. I'm pretty sure No Hope and her baby will get away from this area pretty quickly now. They don't want to have any more attention of this big bull. massive. Interesting, not a very long drink, eh? Probably more worried about the females than water right now. How absolutely incredible was that moment, everybody. How privileged we are to have shared that amazing moment with these incredible animals. Damn, that was incredible. Oh, let's put a big, big smile on my face. Man, I love this place. Right, well, the temperature dropped about 10 degrees while we were here with the Rhino, so I'm just going to quickly pop my jacket on, everybody. Did you enjoy that, Matt? I hope you all enjoyed that.
The best sighting yet that day.
Yeah, that is without doubt the best sighting of that little calf to date. I'm very happy you were all here with us. Incredible. Just so wonderful as well that it was mostly an undisturbed sighting as well. They were not phased at all with us being here, which is just such a treat. I've left north and west away from Kudu Krip towards Sankamsite, Kudu Middle Junction. Sure, somebody pop the champagne. Jeez, like it. Or better yet, pop the whiskey. Wow, that was epic. I got him as well. He's gonna love it. Becky says that she hopes I'm taking something for the cold. Yes, I am. Whiskey, lots of it. Does the trick. Yeah, exactly, Michael. Oh, I'm literally grinning like a Cheshire cat here. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, there's a zebra that just darted across the road. Shame, they're probably also wanting to go have a drink there, and they may have heard all the vehicles and thought better of it for the time being.
I'm leaving these two lines unattended, Sam, on the way.
Don't know how this evening could get better. Oh no, wait, I do know. We'll find a leopard. Yes, you are beautiful, and we are admiring you. I'll never stop saying it, but that pattern of stripes on the face, that diamond shape that it makes between the eyes, is one of the most beautiful patterns in nature. It's mesmerizing. You are beautiful. Literally a painting. It's ridiculous. Very healthy, by the way, as well. Still got good weight on them, these zebra. They're lucky we had late rains this year. Still good grazing around. Obviously abundant. Only thing they really need to worry about are the lions. Right, Mrs. I think Mrs. Maybe Mr. Zebra, we are going to love and leave you. Because we're going to go find a leopard. Troper. I'm not too sure what snottering means. I assume that's the sniffles you're talking about. But no, it's definitely not an allergy. It's a cold which I've picked up from my 2.5-year-old son. He's at school, and so he just brings home every single little bug that the kids have at school. So mom and dad get all of his bugs as well. It's wonderful. You see, now you're all making sense here. Add honey to the whiskey. I'm going to text my wife right now and just tell her to have that prepped for when I get home. It's certainly a very good idea. And all thanks to my very good friend Andrew, who just recently handed me my bottle of Paddy whiskey. I don't know if you all recall or know about the fact that him and I had a bet as to who was going to find the next leopard. And yeah, I beat him to the punch on that one, and the very kind man honoured his wager. Gave me my bottle of whiskey yesterday, so I'm going to definitely tap into that bottle of Paddy tonight and put a couple dollops of honey in there. So I've just been informed, everybody, that we sadly only have 2 minutes left of this evening's safari, but wow, it has been a goodie. I certainly couldn't have asked for more. I mean, I never expected anything quite like that. Absolutely incredible. Maybe a leopard's going to pop out in the next minute and 20 seconds. Then we'll definitely have to extend, by the way. But for all of you that have joined us this evening, a big thank you. It's been wonderful having you with us again and sharing that incredibly memorable moment with those rhino. And for those of you who are not pack members yet, become one. Do so, please. Support us. Come and join me on a virtual safari. Come and chat with me. Share in this amazing place we call home. Mountains look incredible. So very, very pretty indeed. For those of you that are still tuned in, please don't forget, there will be another very exciting episode of That's Wild this weekend. This Sunday, 7 p.m. our time, South African Standard Time. I'll be hosting the show again this Sunday. And we'll be talking about my favorite safari destinations, safari planning, some of my most favorite moments on safari as well. It's going to be a really awesome show, so please do tune in. Just follow our social media, Painted Dog TV, Instagram, Facebook. Check out the website. You'll find out all the information you need in joining us on the That's Wild show and becoming a pack member. Sweetly. All right, everybody. It is time for us to say good night and good day. Have a wonderful day, folks. Thanks again for joining us. We hope to see you again very soon.